Well, it's Friday, and usually at this point, we go to a place called Canada Casino. And there it goes, round and round. There are fewer spots on the casino, on the roulette wheel. You have $100 in chips. Where are you going to put them? On the eventual nominee of the party, Chuck.
Well, I have $30 on Donald Trump. This is new for me. I had been a skeptic, but I've finally caved to the reality that he's sticking there at the top of the polls, and that's almost $1 for every point he's at the Real Clear Politics average. Rubio, also 30, sort of reflects my belief that he's the likely establishment alternative. You see, I have very little down for Jeb, but that's my side bet. And I put $5 down on Chris Christie because this week he won the George Will primary. He got a very favorable column from our colleague here at Fox, but I think that's reflective of a broader feeling that he's run a pretty good campaign, even though still very far down in the polls. Okay, we asked people on Twitter and Facebook to weigh in. Jim has Cruz 50, Trump 30, Rubio 10, Carly Fiorina 10. Stephen has Rubio at 60, Cruz 30, Trump 10, and Grace has $75 on Donald Trump, 25 on Ted Cruz. Okay, Nina.
Grace likes Donald Trump. I tend to look at this increasingly as two buckets, the, quote, anti-establishment outsider bucket and the insider bucket. And so I'm going to, the top of my outsider bucket would be Trump at 30, and then with Cruz at 10 and Carson at 10, kind of behind him. My establishment bucket would be led by Rubio, with Christie and Bush behind him.
Charles.
It's getting dull because I agree with all of you. I've got Rubio at the top. I was predicting him before it was cool, and I stay there because I do think he's the one that the Democrats fear the most. Trump, undeniable, up there is number 2.
But that is the most money you've put on him.
Well, about, yeah. But, as the other candidates dwindle away, his chances increase, of course. Then there's Cruz, Bush, Christie as my long shots, and I'm so depressed by the field that I'm back on the bottle of wine, women, and song, Big Five.
All right, quickly, winners and losers, quick round.
Loser, John Kerry, for the most ridiculous yet revealing statement about the legitimacy, the rationale of the Charlie Hebdo attacks, revealing his hidden view, perhaps Obama's, that when we're the victims of terrorism, we in the West had it coming. My winner, opponents of Obamacare, United Healthcare, a very large insurers, reports losing $600 million on the Obamacare exchanges and saying it's thinking of pulling out. It's the beginning of the end of Obamacare if the large insurers lose that much money and begin to think of pulling out.